Dun, 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 dun. All right, we're here for tarot, our Sunday tarot group. Okay, I'm pinning that. And then I'm going to get comfortable here. It's morning time in Seattle on the Pacific time zone. And Julana is joining us from Berlin, where it is evening. Here she is.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
you have got it going on.
I've got my little studio set up.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited. From.
Wait, so you're in the recording studio? Hey,
I'm in the,
Maria.
hi, Maria. Yeah, I'm in the recording studio, and Christian just taught me to play some drums. I'm really bad at it, but check this out. Wait. Oh. Wait. How? What was that again? See, I'm really bad at it. Not really.
You're like a natural drummer. I can tell from just a second.
Oh, something is wrong here.
Maybe you could make us like a tarot jolly.
Tarot jolly. Wait,
Like,
I got. Okay, never mind.
yay. Yeah, no, I really challenge you guys to make us like a tarot intro.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good idea. Like a tarot intro is good. Something
Yeah.
like most podcasts would have like a little intro or like they either sing or do something. Actually, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
We might do that. I mean, I'm reliant on Christian's skills to make music, so I could try
And
to.
your own. Listen, what is it? You told me you were like the song you're recording actually like was inspired by tarot. So what was it about? What's it? How? In what way?
So yeah, so Christian is gonna go and work in it a little bit, but because I was reading the tarot book, I got inspired, and everything that I wrote has tarot images or is like inspired by the theme of tarot. So you will essentially recognize in the verse all kinds of different tarot similarities.
So fun. Are you going to release it as Madame Juju?
No. I think Madame Juju is awesome for tarot, but it's probably not like the band name that I'm looking for.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I just ate peanut butter and jelly.
That's not for breakfast. Sounds
breakfast. Yeah. No, Steve and I got excited about maybe doing like last night we were in the hot tub and we were like, what if we do like a crazy like summer body challenge where we do like P90X and like
geez.
both get like super like six-pack type style.
Do you want this style stuff?
Do I want to be in super good shape?
I mean, yeah, that's a silly question. Of course you do. Oh my God, Christian, my assistant, just brought me.
I hope he's laughing.
Christian is lovely. He just brought me a glass of water because I'm going to speak a lot. But so far, it doesn't seem like we have...
we have no activity. Where are our followers?
Yes. Where are our followers?
Are they boycotting us? No. Okay, this is a good time for us to real talk with each other.
Okay. Well, and maybe but someone is watching. Who's the one person?
I think it's you. Oh, Malia. Okay, Malia, ask a question. So Malia is my cousin, and she was just texting me pictures of herself at the gym. So she recently went through like major hair change. She went from totally brunette to like very blonde, and then now she went to red, and now she's going into pink.
Wow.
So we need a question from you, Malia.
Malia, do you know what to do? If you don't, just write your question in the comment section, and then we will draw a card for you and see what kind of hair color you should do next, maybe.
Hey, We will. Let's see what her question is. Her last question to us was that like she was getting like a lot of attention from men, and her husband was getting a little feisty about it.
Oh. Hey, yeah. Hi, guys.
Hi guys. Let me think. Cute.
I also told Dan to come and join and ask his questions, but he's probably busy having some kind of interesting situations with people that he knows.
Yeah, how was it? Tell me a little bit more about the day when you guys like dressed for the protest, which was yesterday.
I mean, essentially, he dressed for the protest because we were all at his place, and he obviously has a lot of really interesting fashion statement-y things. Yeah, Kristen also joined. Great. Kristen, actually, ask a question if you have one, because I'm happy to draw a card for you.
I want a card from you. I just have to think about what I want to ask.
That's great. So we just he dressed in like a very interesting way. He was definitely the most fashionable / scary person there.
He had a lot of emotion in his sign. Also, you know what I wanted to ask you, because I saw like Lana Del Rey have like that paper, like the brown paper cardboard sign, and like I nearly posted like someone needs to get her a better sign. But is that like part of the statement, like to have this like crappy sign?
No, thanks for telling us that we made
like Dan's was like made out of like it was like cardboard with like.
We had like we made it together. It was basically like a co-creation of what
Okay.
it's like. Hi, mom.
But it's not a political thing that the sign must be really crappy.
I mean, listen, we didn't work with.
I'm personally a big fan of just like white stock paper and black letters, but like there's a lot of cardboard and tape going on.
But we didn't have anything else. We didn't have like white paper. We like barely had any markers, so we just like took whatever we found.
Here he is. Kurri, we're talking about whether crappy signs, like cardboard signs, are like a statement. I was telling Julana that I saw Lana Del Rey holding this crappy sign. I was about to be like, we need to get her a better sign.
She also on our sign. Like she
what?
Like I'm just saying that you just commented on our beautiful creative sign that like
I was like, don't they have any markers or like like white paper? Okay. Anyway, okay, so we have questions. Okay, so Malia, what do you see coming up next month? It was so Berlin. Okay, so Malia coming up next month. So she is like a therapist to adolescents, and I think she's been doing a lot of her work virtually. She's my cousin, and next month I think she's talking about. What month is she talking about?
Well, next month, probably, maybe like in the course of like June, July. Let's just kind of like say the next 1.5 months or so.
Okay, so we're in June, right?
Once
we started June already, didn't we?
It's June.
Okay, so she is asking sort of about this like start of summer. So I know that they are big summer buffs. So they like are big time, like go to the pool, get to the beach. They're like Florida folks. So let's see what's going on with that.
Florida as well.
What?
My therapist also lives in Florida.
Oh, really? How is it going with your new therapist, by the way?
Really nice. I really like her. She's helping me a lot. And I actually have a session with her tomorrow where we couldn't find any. I'm having a session with her tomorrow. She's great. Like, so far, so good.
I keep texting my therapist being like, can you do a day sooner? Like we have like Tuesday sessions, and I'm like every other week I'm like, hey, can we do sooner?
I need you. Okay, so we're just drawing a card to see what's coming up for next month. Okay, does she live in Gainesville? I actually don't know. Her name is Dr. Pam.
Also, Malia, I interviewed this chef this week that was talking about like he owned several restaurants in Florida, and he was like really talking about all the spots in Florida like you have to eat at. So I feel like you should listen to that talk for new food recs.
So wait, for everyone who's joining and who like is planning to stay on the line, please ask your questions in the comments. We're drawing tarot cards for all of your questions, and then we discuss. So I have the King of Cups here for the next. The King of Wands. As a
good.
what's going to happen in the next or in the following months. So that's really interesting. You can see this man or woman, we don't know, sitting on a, I mean, king, probably a man, sitting on a throne. What is it that he's holding? Like a little fire. It's almost like a fire coming out of his hand, like a little like fire situation. Holding a wand, obviously,
Wait,
sitting
is
on.
that like a cup of fire? Like, what's the deal there?
No, it's almost like fire coming from his hand.
Interesting.
Okay,
Maybe this
so
is about Malia's, all of her attractiveness, because that's what I've been hearing is that she's attracting all these men despite having a very serious partnership.
listen, it's not wrong to attract some attention. It's actually really nice and healthy, and I'm happy that she is attracting old
It's so
men.
funny to hear you saying that while you're like in this dark hat.
What? I'm just, on the
You
channel.
look like you're in a room that doesn't exist in reality. Like, it seems like nobody has visited you for a long time. Really, Julana's in a recording studio. She has a man nearby her.
My drums.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Let's
So what
see
does
what.
it tell Malia? King
Okay,
of Wands.
you are the visionary leader, ready to lead your team toward a common goal. Others gravitate towards you. Well, there we go.
This is literally what she's been saying. Also, she's like the mother of the pack. Like, she runs the show.
Others gravitate towards you because you're charismatic, focused, and determined. You play the social game to make things happen.
Malia, you're a social butterfly. Also, you're a matriarch of your family. So I have a feeling what it gave me the instinct about is like she has some idea for the summer. Like, she wants to get an RV, or she wants to she has some plan. And I feel like you are in charge of that. And the pack is ready to follow. The husband, the children.
People are going to gravitate towards you. You're a natural leader, so use it.
I'll take it, she says. Okay.
Your power.
So next we have a question from Christian. What do the tarot cards say about concerts and events? When will we get to see live bands again?
Especially Madame Juju, who's recording her.
Totally.
It's totally not. It's not selfless at all. Okay, so let's see. When can we finally see some live music?
I mean, I will say this. There is a clinic that does facial procedures in San Francisco that's opening on June 8th. And I had an appointment for June 9th, and I actually delayed it. And I was like on the phone with them, and I was like, okay, can you just get me sometime in July? And they were like, we are all booked till the end of August. I was like, really? Can you check all the other locations across the Bay Area? Yeah, they're like, we're fully booked till end of August.
Okay.
So this place does like laser treatment. They also do like Botox and fillers and stuff. So people are signed up and ready for their stuffs.
So what you're trying to say is that probably concerts are not far away because the clinic.
I think so. Yeah, if people are already out getting their.
All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is a really interesting card. So it's it basically, the Wheel of Fortune is turning, and after a good phase comes a bad phase. After a bad phase comes a good phase. It's kind of also dividing it's number 10. The number of the Wheel of Fortune is number 10. It's also, if you add 10 together, it's 1. 1 is also the number for the magician, who's the person who is manifesting things, right? So if you sort of like take the Wheel of Fortune, it also is dividing major arcana into 2.
So what does that tell us? Like the fact that it divides it into 2, what does that mean for us?
It's basically leaving the conscious and the like slightly subconscious, and then it's going into like a phase that's much more deep, like it's deeper.
I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
So Wheel of Fortune. So like, let's say we've been in a bad time for concerts.
Yeah,
this is potentially telling us that we're heading into a really fierce time for concerts. When things open up, maybe people will be wild for them.
Maybe, but let's just read about it, and then then talk it through. So you're experiencing the cycle of change. That's good. We're experiencing a cycle of change. The wheel is turning, and the situation is consistently evolving and shifting. What goes up come down and vice versa. So we were in a down phase, right? There were no concerts.
Yeah.
And all like hidden away, and most artists were like working a lot on their music and really like going inward and creating and producing. And after a period of kind of like quiet time, the wheel is going to go up again because it was down. So now it's going to go up again. So it looks like concerts are, like we will experience concert very, very soon because there is a change that's coming up.
And it's going to be a time to really enjoy them when we're free to do them. Because we're appreciative now. Okay.
Christian, like the answer.
What I want to hear about Christian too. Tell us
Christian.
about him.
Well, Christian is my assistant who just handed me the water.
Oh, this is Christian in here. He's here? Okay.
And it's his studio. I'm in his studio. Let's put it that way. It's not that he is in the studio with me. It's more I am in the studio with him.
Right. Of course. Okay. Let's see. Does she live in Gainesville? I forget who we're talking about with the Florida thing.
My therapist.
Oh, yeah. And, okay. Dan, Eli, Mr. Duarte is asking, Mr. Mrs. Duarte is asking, okay, my question, what do the cards say about my threesome romance? So did that romance happen on your watch, Julana, or do you know anything about these people?
Yeah, so I met them. We did Pilates on his roof yesterday, and this girl, Ariel, who is also the Pilates instructor, is part of the threesome romance. And then there's another guy, what's his name, Cesar. He's this French musician. And he was the original person that Eli was hooking up with, and then he brought Ariel into the picture. And Ariel, I asked her if Cesar is her boyfriend, but she sort of like was a little vague about it, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. I saw them.
Are they in a? Well, whatever. Okay.
I saw them three together, and let me tell you one thing, and it's my superficial opinion, obviously. Like, Dan is a star.
He's the star of the dynamic. You're saying?
He is a star.
Oh my God! Tell us more.
Oh, hey, Roman. Yeah, well, vague. Yes, she's vague. But Dan is the star, and the other two are sort of just, well, I mean, I don't want to say just there because they're lovely. They're lovely people. They're very kind, like good energy. But Dan is the star. And I think Dan can, it's either like if Dan wants this romance to continue, it will continue. But if he gets bored and like wants something new, then there will be something new.
I love it.
Definitely. Dan, seriously, trust me, you are so gorgeous and beautiful and smart. Like, everyone is in your space. You're getting people together. Like, it's everything you want. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, bye. All right.
Wow. Okay, I want to hear really quickly, what were your vibes around the girl?
She's really nice. She's really sweet. She's like,
Wow, look how much bigger that makes my eye look, just having that bottom liner. Check those two eyes out.
But let me tell you, while she's sweet and gentle and everything, she is just she isn't,
Oh, those are some fighting words.
No, but it's because it's Dan. But like, we both know Dan. Like, and honestly, like, I just see him next to these two people, and I'm just like, yeah, he's a star. Like, as long as that's fun for him, it's gonna continue. But then the second it isn't, goodbye, and there will be new people.
Yeah. Okay, so all right, so he wants a reading on the dynamic. So still, he's kind of interested. Hey, Cameron. Okay, Cameron, while you're here, by the way, I ordered Olaplex, the shampoo and the conditioner, from Amazon.
Guys,
like,
sorry, I'm sorry.
What?
But did I say that Dan is a star?
Yeah. Did you get the star?
Guess what fucking card I pulled?
Oh my God, that totally looks like him too. Oh my God.
Dad, I pulled the star for you. I know you so well.
Malia wants to know the stars of the, she wants, I know.
I know. Star. Seriously, I think you can just like trust, like the dynamics are going to be what you want them to be. But let me just read it out to you.
I will say though, having like cocky energy around like sexuality and like romances, it can lead to like real darkness real fast.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
okay, let's just look at the star. So the
yeah.
star woman who is naked, so she's like she's free. She feels free. It's also like number 18. She's naked. She's free. Like 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land.
Yeah.
There's kind of like abundance and magic around this person. So it is like a good energy to channel. It's very positive. Hey, Navid. Ask your question. Cock energy. Okay, so let's just read it out. This is a powerful time for inspired action, channeled through your authentic self. Be open to possibility and stay true.
Aww.
Have faith and trust in the universe, and you will share in its gifts and blessings. I think
I love that.
love it. I love the message. Stay true to yourself. And I, of course, like cocky energy here and there, but I think if you're true to yourself and if you know what you want, like it's gonna be whatever you want.
I gotta say something while we're on the topic of Dan, which is my nickname for him.
I
Like,
know.
Dan and I were like inseparable through college. And you know, when I was doing some random thing the other day and all of a sudden I just started laughing quietly out loud. And what I was remembering was like, we would have these crazy times. We were constantly sleeping in the same bed with each other, whether we were at his house or my house or whatever. And so I just remember him the laughter came from like the idea of waking up with him and all of a sudden he's kind of like getting up and fixing his hair and he's like going to get us a sandwich. Like, to me, the side of Dan that needs to always come out in these relationships for that star is like, there has to be that side of you that like goes to get people sandwiches and are just like a real, like, you have this really big heart and he knows it. And I feel like there's a lot with like romance where you can be like all cool and like you don't let your big heart show.
Yeah, I think he does that.
Feed the bottom. I just left the camera. That was too funny. Oh, thanks, Scoo. Oh yeah, my choo choo choo. He's so funny. You know that what that just reminded me of is your dad. You saying that? No, Kuris.
Oh, okay. Kuris. Okay.
Anyway, I'm so glad that he's here and also that you guys had your day yesterday and also that he had this fun romance. So basically what we learned from the cards is like, you know, just be free and be himself and he'll enjoy it.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect.
What else do we have? Do we have any questions? There are some new people that joined. Do you guys want to ask any questions in the comment section and we will respond to them? Otherwise, I can draw a card for you.
Yeah, can we ask a question about my my P90X adventure?
Are you actually really wanting to do that?
Yeah. Like I have, okay, maybe not.
I mean, it doesn't sound like you're going to enjoy life much.
Can I ask another? Yes.
Absolutely, please.
Today I'm interviewing this woman at noon. Did you see the video of her?
No.
She calls them ceremonies and they're like hair ceremonies where she has this whole line of products. She's like super amazing, like a very popular kind of businesswoman, but her whole thing is like these rituals for your hair. It's like these kind of like, she'll have like hair masks, but it's all around like what you're doing. She like lights sage and then like massages her hair because she started it after having all this hair loss. Okay, I want to know how my dad's health will go. Taz.
Your dad's health. You know anything about her dad's health, Mark?
I mean, I know her dad very, very well. Her dad, my most recent memory of her dad is like him being in the pool at their house in Hawaii with my cousin, and they were like talking about like really funny stuff that I'm not going to say because I don't want to put anybody's info out there, but like basically like a very free-spirited hippie that like also is like a veteran, I think. And
what's his name? What's his name?
Stephanie just joined, who I'm interviewing at noon.
Hey, Stephanie, ask a question.
Um,
You know how this works? Ask a question in the comment section, and then we will draw a card for you.
okay, so let's start. Yeah, I didn't know if she wanted to give his name. Yeah, okay. So we will pull a card for his health.
Yeah, we're reading.
I know that he had like a whole turn where like he went to like super holistic with like got off all the medicine and like that was really positive.
I got a card, and it's the Four of Cups. So cups are connected to water. You can see a man sitting under a tree and kind of like refusing to take a cup that's being given to him. It's kind of like things that are given to you, but you're not quite ready to take them. So, but let's see what the meaning actually is.
Wow.
Is it okay with the music in the background, or is it too loud?
It's okay.
Okay.
Also, we need a question from your mom. And Jack, I see you, Jack. Ask a question.
Yes, ask a question. Jack is my friend Claudia's husband. He's great.
Oh, really?
So, your dad's health. Offers and opportunities are to you, but for now you're saying no. Contemplate your next step and focus on what is important to you. What do you think that means? So,
I think it's like people, I mean, this is how it often is with older men. Like, you know, all the people around you are giving you like so much advice and you're kind of stubborn.
and opportunities are flowing to you, but you're saying no. So he needs to contemplate his next steps and focus on what is important to him. Like if his health is important, then he needs to if his health is important to him, he needs to first and foremost acknowledge that it is. Because I mean, without knowing your dad, yeah, without knowing your dad, maybe he like, you know, he's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna say something random, but it's like, I'm not gonna quit smoking. Like, it's what I like to do. It's, for instance, my mom does that, you know? She's like very clearly not healthy, but she wouldn't quit like her bad habits, for instance. So like, as long as he doesn't actually acknowledge that his health is a priority, I guess he's not gonna listen to anyone or anything. So, totally. Okay.
So let's pull, why don't we pull one more card, like a suggestion to him or how she can interact with him? Because I think we got a sense of like the issues and the stuckness.
That's bad habits. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So let's do one more card for her.
How
Maybe,
she can
yeah.
get through to him. We have the pentacles and it's reversed. It's just like juggling work and two of pentacles. If it's not reversed, you could see it's a person who's juggling two things, juggling two pentacles. Usually it's like work and personal life and finding balance. And if it's reversed, it might be that there's like a blockage or something. Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you
Yeah,
here.
Lynn, Julana actually made a point of telling me, like, she was like, who is Lynn? She sent me like the nicest message. And I know that she really appreciated hearing from you. Like, it really like lit her up that you were being complimentary of her and like supportive.
Nice. I loved it. Okay, so two of pentacles reversed. Your schedule is overloaded and you're dropping the ball. Get yourself organized and don't be afraid to ask for help. You're not expected to do everything on your own. So you don't have to do it on your own. Maybe if you like even get help from someone else, some support from friends or family. Yes. So yeah, your schedule is overloaded and you seem to be quite busy. Don't drop the ball on your dad. Ask for help. Ask someone to support you. Don't
Get
drop.
another ally.
Get another ally. Don't drop the ball on him. He's gonna be stubborn. I feel that. Okay. Okay. Well, I hope your dad is gonna be okay. You know, like whatever his health issues is, we're all gonna send him like all our positive
Yeah.
love, all our like good energy, so he can get well or feel good. And I think definitely you can definitely turn things around. Don't give up on him, even if he's stubborn.
Yeah.
Keep convincing.
All right.
Keep
I
going.
have one to ask while we're waiting. Okay. He has major surgery coming up. Okay.
Oh, okay. We're crossing our fingers for him.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. They
Um,
are the real professionals going on.
Lynn wanted to know about her love life.
Okay.
So, sorry. My phone just fell in the drums.
We're so lucky that you're making time for us in the middle of your recording session and everything.
Mark. This is also my passion.
Yes.
I'm making time for all of this. All
Yes.
of this.
Yes.
Um,
So Lynn's love life. Lynn's love life. Okay.
Lynn,
So tell us what we know about Lynn. You say a few things.
well, Lynn, the last time we asked a question about her dog, her little adopted pup, and we wanted to know about the pup's first 3 years of life because he gets quite nervous around her friends sometimes and he snaps at them, which obviously isn't great. He turns on them. Okay, kids are running wild. Okay, it was really nice meeting you, and thanks a lot for dropping by and asking your question. I hope we could give you a little bit of so then the last time we pulled a card on to understand what her pup was going through, we pulled this relationship card. I think it was reverse Two of Cups, as far as I remember. It's kind of like a conflict in a relationship and a tricky situation.
I remember it was like healing. It was like there was conflict between two people, but then we deducted that this was like, you know, he came into her life so they could like heal together.
Yes. But basically what she then said is that card that I pulled sounds a lot like her relationship.
Okay.
So without knowing much about her relationship, we want to just have a follow-up card and understand what's going on in her relationship, like what's the vibe there.
Yeah.
How, what's the energy around her relationship, and maybe there's some guidance in there.
I want to hear more about the relationship. Like, I'm not even clear. Like, how long have you been together? Give us a little bit of info.
Maybe she wants to tell us a little bit of something in the comments, but while she is contemplating whether she wants to tell us anything, I will draw a card and we will see like what's going on there right now. What are the feels? And whoever just joined, feel free to ask questions in the comment section and we will draw cards for you guys. Yeah. So I pulled a Five of Swords.
Interesting. It's like my first instinct is that those are two sisters.
Yeah. Five of Swords. Yeah. I mean, two sisters. I don't know, two women. It's kind of like behind swords. I think five just generally is like a card of conflict. It is a card of conflict. It doesn't matter in which suit we look, it's going to be like a little bit centered around conflict. So let's see what it means to eat. And then
it's been a rocky road of ups and downs, and Two of Cups reverse describes it.
Okay. So here's what I found. You have been engaged in a win-lose conflict. Trust has been broken, and you feel that you're acting in competition with others rather than in collaboration. Look for common ground or seek forgiveness to move forward.
This is when the cards like amaze me. Like I'm like,
I know. This is really also when the cards amaze me. So like it looks like she's been engaged in a win or lose conflict and trust has been broken. So there were like negative emotions around it. It's almost like they're in competition with each other. Something is just not working. They're not collaborating. Maybe like the communication is off. Maybe they're not communicating. And look for common ground. So like the solution here, I mean, I love how cards actually present a solution, like looking for common ground and seeking forgiveness to move forward if you want this relationship to last and if you want to move forward in this relationship. It's all about compassion, forgiveness, and common ground and communication. So, does that resonate with you, Lynn?
I'm sure it did.
Yep. It probably did.
Oh,
All right.
this is making me think about family stuff. I'm glad that I'm not in conflict. Like, our conflict is not active right now, and that's so nice.
I'm
We
glad.
had like a very, so it's my oldest brother's birthday tomorrow, and so his birthday request was that we all write memories of everybody in the family, and that, so I'm collecting them, and then we send them to him.
Oh, that's nice.
I know, it's so nice.
But
I actually, yeah,
she's saying tricky,
but somewhat. I for some reason my instinct is the thing that felt tricky was like her thinking, are we in competition?
Are we in conflict?
I think the conflict, she said, like, she's like, it's been rocky ups and downs.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be you guys being in competition, but to me, like, the cards seem to have said that you guys maybe aren't communicating. Maybe there's like something standing between you that's causing conflict. That, like, maybe there was a breach of trust from someone's end, maybe because of something that hasn't been said or like explicitly communicated. So maybe, you know, something about that where you need to like forgive and like establish a common ground. All right. Any other questions?
I want a question from your mom.
Mom, задай вопрос. She's always gonna ask about whether or not I'm gonna get married soon. So we already know that answer. The answer is no.
Can I ask you, what is your energy around romance right now?
It's tricky. I mean, I've been on dates.
So you keep getting tarot card readings that say keep going on the dates.
Essentially, I asked the cards whether or not I should, you know, continue with this, and they were quite positive about it. So I'm just gonna keep doing it and then see what's gonna happen. But there is a lot of stuff around it that I don't love, you know, like being on dates with people who then kind of like don't, you know, who aren't respectful in a way, you know, who just like lack a basic level of respect. To me, that's always kind of a no-go, you know. So yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Not the biggest fan, and I don't want to get
sifting through it. Yeah, you're just sifting through options.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I actually don't want to go and get into that too much. So let's pull a card for you. You had a question about your summer body goals?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to like tune into what is. I mean, I've really been like in a phase of like just doing my best. Like, you know, when things are like tricky, I'm kind of just like leveling myself up. Like, I don't have too many complaints. Like, I put a lot of work into my family dynamics and they're so much better.
Amazing.
Steve and I are nervous about him meeting my family. We're trying to figure out how to do that. We're talking about going to the East Coast for the summer. And so we like, you know, are starting to find some sense of strategy around all that.
Right.
And what else? I mean, my mom and I don't talk that much directly to each other, but like we send each other sort of respectful emails when it comes to like, you know, managing family stuff. And definitely I've been like eating a little bit too much like bread and stuff. Like that's how my inspiration for like doing like a summer body kickoff comes from.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of like, you know, just realizing that okay, you know what I really do want to do a reading on? So I have these two people who I like really respect, who basically have offered me the opportunity to do like intensive kind of like, it's like they are sort of like business consultants that also create like graphics for you and your brand. And so we had like initial conversations about working together. And I'm just kind of unclear. Like they checked in with me on Friday and they were just like, let us know like how your thinking has changed about like you and your business. And I had some new thoughts. Like I had some insights this week on like diversity and like my interest in the wellness world and how it's not very diverse. And I was like, maybe I could be like an advocate for making it more diverse. basically all that stuff is in flux. So I don't know whether to commit to like starting these sessions with them, or if I should sort of like put it off a month.
Okay.
Doing sessions with them gets me closer to like having my own logo and like all that stuff. But I'm like, what if I'm a month away from like a new product and the brand? I shouldn't be working on my own name. I should be working on like the product's name, stuff like that.
Would you pay them?
Yeah, and it won't be it'll be like short of 5,000, but it's like still, you know, an investment.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. All right. I get the sense that you already know the answer, to be honest.
Really? Like what?
It doesn't sound like you're ready for this. And you sound doubtful, like you're not there yet.
I think I just feel more comfortable to me to like be like, this is what I want to do. Now let's go brand it. Like it just, I'm hesitant to pay people to help me come up with my like theme. Cause I'm just like, I trust life itself in a way. And I don't want to invest like in the wrong space.
Makes a lot of
for the wrong support. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, I used to think the same thing about therapy. I was like, I work through my things. I was like, I smoke weed. I like do my own like therapy. Like I do yoga. Like I don't need a therapist. And like having that kind of support has been so helpful to me. So I just want, you know, a little bit of info on this.
Sure. Let's pull a card and see what it's going to say. Ooh. We have the amazing. It's actually amazing. It's the Queen of Pentacles.
Ooh.
Like a symbol for abundance, probably.
Yeah.
Flowers, the Queen, obviously you holding a pentacle. So we've had the Queen of Pentacles before. It's really beautiful with the grapes surrounding the Queen. So it looks a lot like something that's potentially worth.
See, that's the thing. Like the abundant choice is absolutely to say yes. Like I know about myself that I make the best of everything I'm given. And so if I give myself the gift of this kind of support, I know that I'll make the most of it. Like I'm not going to be like slacking off with their support.
Okay.
So,
do you want me to read it out?
Yeah.
Always a social butterfly, you lead a busy life, making connections with others and putting yourself out there as you pursue your creative vision. That's exactly what you're doing. You're confident, courageous, and determined, unafraid to speak up and be heard.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it sounds like you already know what you're doing. Not really sure if you need anyone else, you know, like unless, you know, to me, it sounds like you already are on the right track. Like you're putting yourself out there, you're courageous, you know what you want, like you're connecting with the right people, like you're putting your best foot forward. And the question is, do you need someone to like help you there, although you're already doing all the work, all the creative work yourself? And like you said to me before, is like you trust life enough to kind of like give you a sign or like and your intuition enough to know when you actually really want to pursue something from.
I know, but my heart is welling up because it's like these people, when I was talking to them, it's a man and a woman. And when I was talking to them, I felt like they were like guardian angels. Like I was putting tinctures in my mouth and the guy knew and had every single one. Like they've both created products. They're both like, they were like on me, like as if they were like high level consultants that like knew exactly what I was up to. And like all their suggestions were so spot on that I'm like, I also kind of just want to invest in them because they're like such excellent people. And I know they'll bring good things to me. And also like, I struggle with like making my website as good as I want it to be. And like, you know, I'm not a graphic designer. Like,
yeah, no, of course you want everything to be professional. And it's important. Like you want like a professional brand and you want like to look and feel professional. I totally agree with you. I mean, the card doesn't say anything bad. It just kind of like seems to me that it's all about you and how courageous and determined you are. Maybe if that's, you know, if your intuition is going to tell you that these people are going to help you succeed even more or like get to where you want to be, then you will engage them. And if you don't feel that way, like I think you just have to tune into yourself, really get the answer.
Because I'm going to be writing them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, going to be figured. I don't need to give them a final. I'm just going to.
But you're unafraid speak up and be heard. So like whatever it is that you want to say it and don't be afraid.
Yeah, that's for sure. I will.
They need more than you need them.
Maybe.
I get the sense, but maybe not. I
Um,
don't. Cool. What else? What else? Is there?
okay, also, I think we need to just acknowledge like the last week when we were together on Sunday, was it only last weekend that we were literally being like, whoa, all these protests are starting? Like, this past week has been like world changing, history changing, so intense. Like, I feel like the only reason you and I are able to talk about like romance and careers and websites and all this stuff right now is because like we went through this crazy thing and we're almost trying to like get a little relief from it, or we're like enjoying the coming back to like normal life. But I think we need to do like a group reading on like what is happening with race right now in the world. Are you up for that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's such a tricky subject, I feel. Not because, I mean, it shouldn't be a tricky subject in the first place. The fact that it is makes it tricky and sad, to me, that race is such a hindrance in the world and creates so much drama and so much.
Interesting. Like you almost are like if we were just like a raceless, if everybody was just like
Yes, we aren't raceless, and that's okay. Like, we all look different, we have different cultures, and I'm just kind of like this mindset of I'm not accepting anyone who looks different and who does different things. That's the mindset that we need to fight against. Like, this, like, narrow-minded, like, scared, like, privileged or not, like, because everyone somehow, like, there's always, like, a certain group of people who is just not getting it. Like, who's
yeah.
so and who's like somehow so intimidated by being open that they just like create this like like anxious, hateful atmosphere in this world. That's something that's this group of people.
I
That's
think
and this
we're evolving out of it.
mindset is something that we need to like very like consciously go against.
Yeah. I think we are. I think we are evolving. Those people are going to not survive. Like that
It
mindset will not survive.
should
And
not.
we are building, we're building a world that has a mindset of tolerance because we're going to get more and more diverse. And um, so let's see if we can get a little reading on
I
this.
mean, legitimately, diversity is what I live for. I love diversity so much. This is the reason why I'm in Berlin. Like, I want to be in a space that's like open and loving and kind. And I find Berlin to be like a really good place for that. I feel like it is a home for so many different groups of people. And it's beautiful to me and it's beautiful to see and to
Yeah.
live here. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, we have the Two of Pentacles again, but it's now, this time it's upright, it's not reversed. It's this person who's juggling two things, business and private. It's kind of like the balance.
Hmm.
Um, so you are juggling multiple priorities and need to manage your time carefully to find your balance. You don't have to be busy to get things done. Sometimes taking a break is the most productive thing you can do.
So that's like it's like speaking to the world. So it's like the world has all these different priorities. It's like the environment, the racial riots, corona, like, and it's kind of suggesting that we have a moment of like peace and calm.
You don't have to be busy to get things done. Sometimes taking a break. Taking a break could also mean that, I mean, you would actually think that now is the time for a break because of Corona. Like, the world is on a break. Yes, like, we're juggling so many things, but the world has come to kind of like a halt. And now, actually, all these topics are really like, now we can really hear and listen and see what's really like an issue.
Yeah.
It just like surfaced.
I felt very like back and forth this week with like the issue of like muting and people taking themselves out because like at first it was really enraging me to see like all these women, especially like these white women was what I was mostly seeing, like muting themselves. And I was like, look, if you're doing good work, like you're part of the future, like we need your voice at the table. Like don't think just because you're like a white woman means you're like bad. Actually, like I gave the example of like a woman who's running like a successful herb shop and all of her clients are mothers. Like you are part of the future. You're doing work that we need done. And like, you know, we need you at the table with this conversation on race and building of the future. And then I saw my friend Shauna posting being like, don't forget, like silence is okay. You can like go within and then from within you can take like focused action. And so I found myself like toggling with that idea of like, you know, I happen to be very extroverted, you know, and so I like, I keep
But
my
in,
voice alive.
but in what way is silence okay? Like if you stay silent while observing that people are treated badly, like how is that okay, you know? Like
Well, I
in
think
any,
a lot of the women, I think a lot of the people who are muting, they're like, I'm posting info, but I'm not like giving my take on it. Like, that's what a lot of women are doing.
okay, fine. I don't want to judge anyone at all because like whatever, you know, feels right, feels right. But to me, like the most important thing is that whenever anyone sees discrimination, racism, that they speak up, that they step up, and that they like say something. Because yeah, like I've in many instances I've witnessed um, racism or like remarks to do with like yeah, just discrimination and things like that. And I never stay silent. I always say something. And I think it is our duty to say something and not stay silent.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
absolutely. I think these people who are being quiet, like, it's not like anybody's seeing anything right now. Like, the majority of them are like in their small apartment in Brooklyn. Like, they're not like seeing racism and not speaking.
yeah,
But it's like what bothers me is like if you have a brand, if you're selling like skin oils and all of the women that you're featuring on your Instagram are white, like if you're muting and staying quiet, like honey, I'd rather you like start diversifying the images on your Instagram so that it shows a more realistic portrait of like humanity and women who care about wellness. Like that annoys me. I'm like, you don't need to pause and listen. Like change your freaking feed, you know? Or like host your black friends or but
support your black friends, support the
there are all kinds of ways to be constructive, I think.
um do we have okay, we don't today is a very silent day. Maybe people are just very
It
tired
is. I think
and
people are like somber.
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 Um I think we should maybe pull a card for the collective, maybe for the next week, the upcoming week, what kind of energy, unless, you know, anyone here, please, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask the cards, and if you need any kind of inspiration or guidance,
I actually have a question if you don't mind.
sure, go ahead.
Okay, so like
I, hi, Meredith. If you have
Meredith,
any, please,
thank you for calling us beauties. That's so sweet.
very sweet. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments.
All right, so my question is this. Long ago, I wrote like 250 pages of a cookbook, right? Now I'm in a micro book writing class, and so I'm editing it down to make it small, like 50 pages. Okay.
Mm.
Sometimes this doesn't feel heartfelt because I'm just like, I'm not like really into my cooking stuff right now. I mean, like, you know, but I want to, what motivates me about it is I'm like, I want to just publish a book just to like know that I can do one so I can do like 10 more if I want to. But it's hard. It's one of like my least favorite things to do. I don't like editing this freaking book. It doesn't, I'm not in a state of flow when I'm working on it and editing it. I would much rather be like connecting to people online and like setting up interviews and all the stuff that like put me in a state of flow. So I want a little tarot guidance on my process with that cookbook.
That- that- I mean, last time we did a little tarot guidance for you was, I
Go with
remember
it.
it for you and
The Hermit.
the Hermit, and I don't remember what the other card was, but it was all about like introspection and going within.
That really helped. That was like a great tarot reading for that moment. It made me work more on like memoir writing stuff.
And now we're pulling a card to just kind of like understand whether what the pros like just kind of the overall theme of writing whether it's something that you want to be doing or maybe not.
It's definitely something I need. Like, yeah, it's not going to go away. Like, it's going to be part. But I think the cookbook specifically.
We're okay. So we have. It's also beautiful. You're getting all the pentacles these days. You got the page of pentacles. It's always
Aw.
just thing a pentacle. It's
I
really beautiful.
love that one. It's like an act of dedication. That's what I see. That's kind of how the cookbook feels to me. It's like I know it'd be useful to someone. So I'm putting it together almost like with that person in mind.
Okay, so page of pentacles. You're inspired to start a new financial or career opportunity and see the potential to grow and manifest your goals. You're ready to up-level your skills and learn something new. Well, yeah, it's always hard to learn something new and like to set something through, to see something through to the end. But I think great that you know that you know that you're gonna change someone's life or like inspire someone in a way if you write this. So definitely continue. It's good. It might be like a financial opportunity or career opportunity for you. Hey, Stefania. So we have 3 more minutes. I think if nobody has any more questions that they want, then let's pull a card for the upcoming week and see what kind of energy we can channel
Yeah.
and ourselves with. The weeks are just going by so quickly these days, but it always feels like each week feels like the last week was like ages ago. It's so strange. Time feels very different these days to me.
It's like epic changes all the time.
Yes, epic changes all the time. You're so right. All right, so let's see the energy for the upcoming week. We have the Nine of Cups, but it is reversed. The Nine of Cups upright looks really nice. It is a very beautiful card. It's this king that's sitting on his throne, and there's abundance and a lot of like beauty. Can you do
Do a
birth?
birth card. Yeah, we'll do that after. Perfect.
Okay, so reversed. The Nine of Cups means Nine of Cups. 3. You're struggling and ready to give up, but you're oh so close to completing this challenge. I think that's also really good for you. Keep fighting. You've got this. Be careful of paranoia and defensiveness, thinking everyone's out to get you. Focus on your own game. Okay, I think this is really great. Like, it's a card of struggle, but ultimately success. Like, you just need to like believe in yourself and keep pushing. Like, it's gonna get hard, but I think if we believe in ourselves, we can do this. Okay, birth card, right?
Yep. Birthday card.
Birthday card, birthday card. But what exactly, like, in what way?
I think her birthday's coming up and she wants to know like a sense of how that day is going to be, what she should be reflecting on.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Birthday card for Lynn. Oof.
Let's see it.
Interesting card. It's the 10 of, yeah,
Okay,
it looks,
let's read it. That's okay. We have 2 minutes left, by the way.
yeah, it is okay. I mean, it looks kind of a little violent, but let's see. Swords, 2-8. So you're experiencing a traumatic or sudden ending, but that is tearing you apart. But on the positive side, this ending is creating the space for new opportunities to emerge. If there's an ending, maybe an ending of the year, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's been a hard year. Maybe it's been a hard year and there's been like many challenges that you faced, and it just means that the ending now, like the one year is ending and then a new year will begin, and that is swords again. Yeah, it's a card of conflict. But the ending is creating the space for new opportunities to emerge. So always think about it like your new year and a new beginning is there. And even if the old year has been quite tricky and tumultuous, the new year will be wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's an opportunity.
Let it out. And you know what? There's this video of Taryn Toomey. She teaches this thing called the class. It's like emotional release, like shaking, and she does a 10-minute. I posted a story about it yesterday. Go to YouTube and type in Taryn Toomey, Taryn space Toomey, the class, and there's a 10-minute that she did for medical workers.
I saw it.
Good. All right, we have 30
Cool.
seconds.
Perfect.
I want to say thank you to you and to Christian for hosting us.
Thank you so much. And we see each
Okay.
other on Sunday. Please come again and we will answer all your questions.
Bye.
Have a good week next week.